Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Trevor Martin with American Independent Marketing, and today we're going to cover the Assurity Balance critical illness product. And before we do, I wanted to actually do a quick walkthrough of our website and just show where you can review and replay these recorded webinars, and also just to show you how to sign up for webinars that we are going to have upcoming here in the future. What you do is you just go to www.yaim.com. You see that up there in the top part of the browser. And after you're onto our website, go ahead and click the News and Events tab. And then what you'll see over on the right-hand side of the website is the Events section, where you can sign up for any and all webinars that we have upcoming, and you can also view recorded webinars. Like, for example, take this webinar that was done on the new Mutual Care Solutions product on the 7th. Go ahead and click on that, and you can click here and watch the recorded webinar. It's kind of nice in case you don't have time to attend our webinars to go back and replay them. And of course, you can go ahead and view all the upcoming webinars we have upcoming on Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 o'clock. We try to keep that at a regular. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started today. And let's go back here. The agenda is we'll cover the other critical illness products we have. Some of the other players have definitely features that this one does not have, and just attributes that may make them a better fit in certain situations, like the Mutual of Omaha product. We'll also cover the GTL critical care product, and the critical provider is a Life CI product. We'll cover that, and that's for California. And we'll also cover the American General long-term care CI hybrid, just where the products fit and how to position them. And the feature today will be Assurity's critical illness balance product and the key attributes on that. So we'll get started with the critical care product. The thing we like about this product is that the max issue age is up to age 84. So it's a really great load product, really great fit for the senior market, for clients who might have sold Med Advantage in the past, or even Med Sups. And the underwriting is really great. You've got only 5 questions that are knockout questions. We're seeing a 90% issue rate on the policies coming through here. So really easy to sell, really easy to explain and get issued and get paid on. One of the reasons why we like this one, just top to bottom, it's our bread and butter product. Let's see, other things not on here are e-app. It's got an e-app as well, so it's got the full offering, top to bottom. The critical care product. Give us a call. There is some states that don't have it, like California doesn't have it. I know, and New York doesn't have it. We do have other solutions in those states. So give us a call, and we can go over that with you in your current state, whatever products we have, for those states. Next product is the critical provider. This is our Life CI combo. It is a life chassis, so it's the base of the foundation is life insurance, but it has a nice accelerated death benefit feature for critical illnesses. So, like, for example, you bought $100,000 life and you got a heart attack. Well, you're going to go ahead and get $100,000 in the event of a heart attack. Max issue age is 60. Like I mentioned earlier, this is our product play, for California. And term coverage, pretty simple product. Face amounts anywhere from 10 to 100,000. Another product also available in California, we have elsewhere too, is the American General product. It's definitely unique. The reason we brought it on is because it has a long-term care trigger built into it. So you've got your CI triggers, and you also have a 2 out of 6 ADL trigger that doesn't go away. So what American General decided to do, instead of having a traditional CI chassis, which is just cash benefits as a result of a critical illness diagnosis, they did something really neat in the fact that they decided to put a long-term care trigger into it, and instead of having your benefits reduced at age 65, what they did was, okay, they said at age 70, the critical illness coverage is going to go away, and it'll turn into a long-term care policy in the event of a 2 out of 6, permanent 2 out of 6 ADL loss. So we have it on board for that reason, and it is also a strong company, AM Best, a A-rated company. a guarantee renewable for life, and it has to fit. For boomers looking for an alternative to long-term care. Last product here before we get into the Assurity's product is the Mutual of Omaha critical illness. This is a traditional CI product, pretty basic cash play for lump sum cash product in the event of a critical illness diagnosis. It has your standard 50% reduction at age 65. A product that has some strong rates for 50,000 and under, we found, and a good company name. Pretty plain vanilla though, not a whole lot of bells and whistles on it, and we have it for that reason. But want to get into Assurity's balanced critical illness product. This is one that I really like, for healthy individuals that are under 64. I really lean toward this product for a lot of reasons, and we'll cover more of those here today. But they've got a strong company, founded over 120 years ago. You don't have to worry about that. It's over $2.4 billion in assets, a mutual company foundation. So they've got the story there, in that regard, to put your clients' concerns at ease. The A-minus AM Best rating. So that's all good stuff. And just quickly before we get into the nuts and bolts and the built-in features of the product, you might be asking, why critical illness now? Why are we talking about this now? And the reason is because a lot of the products out there for health insurance anymore, and senior products like Med Advantage and Med Sups, they just don't cover everything that has that results with a critical illness diagnosis, like a cancer diagnosis, for example. Very limited in what your health insurance will cover. You won't get experimental treatments. You won't. It doesn't help pay for mortgage. It doesn't help pay for your spouse's lost income. It doesn't help pay for anything to do with traveling and lodging, and the stress reduction that comes with these. And we all have a family story that we can all relate to, and most of the consumers you talk about will have one as well. It's really powerful if you really stop and think of the cost that goes into these diagnoses. So that's why we're talking about it now. It's a great time for it. It's a great opportunity we have with what's going on with the Affordable Care Act, too, with people's health insurance premiums going up and coverage going down, and deductibles, of course, going up. So it's a great gap filler for that. And how Assurity's product works is it has a lump sum benefit that you're allowed to collect up to 3 times. That's really unique. The other products that we talked about earlier, the GTL has a restoration of benefits feature, but for the most part, the benefits that you get are just going to be one time, one and done, is what most of the products are. With this one, if you had $100,000, you get up to $300,000, in benefits for multiple conditions. So what makes this product sing, and just cover some of the built-in features. What they have is they've got 2 different products. They've got a full underwriting and a simplified issue product, depending on your choice there, and whatever is best fit for your clients. The difference is, I'm going to go over, just compare and contrast these two. The issue ages is 1. The full underwriting goes to age 64. A simplified underwriting to 59. They both have the 3 times cash benefit feature, like I talked about earlier. Now, what the full underwriting does is they reduce your benefits by 50% at age 65, whereas on the simplified issue underwriting, you don't have a benefit reduction. What you have is a policy that's only guaranteed renewable to age 75, and at that point, it's going to stop, and policy will terminate. So it just depends on the goals of your clients and what's the best fit for your client, and whether they want the full underwriting or whether they can qualify for the full underwriting, or they have to go for the simplified issue. There's a little bit of difference in number of conditions covered. I'll get more into that here in just a second. But for the most part, they cover the big 4: cancer, heart attack, stroke, and Alzheimer's. So you don't have to worry about that. And those are the major claims there. As far as benefits, minimum $50,000 for full underwriting, maximum $500,000. And simplified issue, You can go all the way down to 5,000, and the max is 50,000. Of course, your full underwritten plans are going to be less expensive, so you want to keep that in mind when you're talking to clients. And how the 3 times benefit potentially works here is what you have is 3 categories, and your first category is going to be cancer. The second category is a heart attack and stroke category, and category 3 is other. So in an example here, let's say you had invasive cancer. That's one claim, and what you'd get is your lump sum benefit of $30,000. Of course, 6 months or later, you're diagnosed with a stroke. You get another $30,000, and then 6 months or later, you're diagnosed with a heart attack. You get another $30,000 for a total of $90,000, or however big it was. If it was a $250,000 policy, you'd have $750,000. Just depending on what you're looking at. So really great that it does that, and not all products do that. So for healthy individuals and younger clients, this is a great fit for them. I'm going to cover exactly what those conditions are in each category, for starting with the full underwriting plan. Category 1, cancer, invasive, non-invasive. You see the percentages there. And since we're talking about those percentages on the right-hand side, you see 100% and 25%. You do only get 100% in each category. So if you had angioplasty, let's look at category 2, let's say an angioplasty, you get 25% of that, but you still have 75% left over. So if you had a heart attack after that or stroke, you get the remaining 75%. So really great feature there, like I've been saying here. Category 3, you'll have some extra conditions in the fully underwritten plan, whereas you see here in the simplified issue plan, you've got a little less conditions there, but they still have the advanced Alzheimer's disease, which is the key condition you want to carry over there. 1 and 2 categories are the same across the 2 plans. And another awesome thing they have is this return of premium upon death built in. It's a great feature for the use it or lose it objection. We've even heard agents talk about it like a savings plan that it's going to have sort of like a life insurance, a small life insurance, whole life type of plan built into it, because it is. I mean, if you die, 100% of the premiums are paid, less claims to a beneficiary. So it's a great way to overcome that objection, which a lot of people have when you're talking about insurance. They don't want to just pay for something they're never going to use. So it's nice that they have that built into their premium. Optional riders, there's a disability waiver of premium rider, a return of premium for any reason, which you may want to consider, and then the accidental death benefit rider. The disability waiver of premium rider, added cost average around 9%, and I've actually seen a lot lower than that too. It's a great rider because it doesn't add much premium, and it waives your premium payments due to total disability after age 60. So it's kind of nice to have that on there, and we do usually recommend that. Issue ages 18 to 55. Of course, total disability is defined as the inability of the insured to engage in employment for which the insured is reasonably qualified for by education, training, or experience. So really recommend this rider. And if you have any issues running quotes, of course, give us a call, and I can go ahead and add that in there for you. The age-graded return in premium, this adds quite a bit there as you see the added cost. It's a nice to have. You may want to consider a smaller whole life policy for the amount of premium it adds. But for some people, it's a fit. They just like the fact that they can go ahead and get their premiums back at any point in time. It's great. It's not upon death. It's just, it provides a return of premium for a percentage of premiums, paid. So give us a call. We have a chart there that shows you what those percentages are, and can go over that. The last rider here that I'll talk about today is the accidental death benefit rider. Just adds, a small life insurance policy to it if you'd like. Can exceed your base benefit policy amount, and it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. As far as the underwriting goes, as I mentioned before, there is simplified and full underwriting, but they will underwrite these things it's not like it's a guaranteed issue product at all. And you'll see here, you've got your knockout questions like every product has, of course. You also have phone health interview if necessary. There's a height weight chart. They do look at MIB, and there's no wiggle room. If you had cancer in the past, if you had anything wrong with your heart in the past, not going to get issued. So, of course, or the brain, for that matter. But you're not going to get issued on these. But the good news is they don't look at it the same way as like a long-term care company would. So they don't care as much about arthritis and stuff like that as like they would with a long-term care plan. So that's what it looks like for simplified issue. Now for full underwriting, you've got phone health interview that's required. You've got, of course, your knockout conditions, paramed based on amount, possible paramed there, and then blood profile, ECGs, income guidelines. If you're buying, $500,000 and you only make $40,000 a year, they're going to kind of, wonder what's going on there. And height, weight chart, and family health history. Of course, the APS will be pulled in most cases there. So, in summary, both great options. I see a lot of people, even going with the full underwriting down to $50,000. It's still a great plan, and the premiums are really competitive in that $50,000 to $100,000 range with the fully underwritten plans. We have it approved in most states, so give us a call, and we can go over these with you. Like I mentioned before, strong company rating, and the 3 times lump sum cash benefit. If you want it guaranteed renewable for life, go with your full underwriting. If you want something that's simplified issue, just in your younger years, you're guaranteed renewable at age 75, go ahead and go with your simplified underwriting. Also, I wanted to end the call today with just briefly mentioning that that Assurity has a Costa Rica 2014 contest. Give us a call for the details. I'm going to tell you it's only $75,000 in placed premium, and you can do any of their products. It's not just the CI; it's any of their products, life. And critical illness, and some of the other products as well. So it's actually a great deal, really attainable, especially they have a first quarter a bonus on premium. If you write 12 apps, you get an extra $25,000 credited toward that 75, and you get the whole year to place your premium there. So it's a really attainable trip, and talking to a lot of agents who are excited about that trip. And at the end of the call here, I did want to go over briefly just how easy the software is. And I have that up here. You go ahead and take a look at the screen. I'm going to run a quick CI quote, and you'll see you just log in. Go ahead and click on product illustrations. Create your client here. We'll go, let's see. We'll go John Smith. Age 35, male, California. All you do is hit go, select your plan type, critical illness, hit go, and there you have it. It comes out $100,000. Let's say you wanted $50,000, and then hit preview. So it's really easy software. You do have to have an agent number to download it, but give me a call and I can walk you through it. And then, also because this is a recorded webinar, go ahead and give me a call at the office number here at 1-800-672-7202. We can talk about the bonus program. We can cover any of the other features in the product, answer any questions you may have. And without any further ado, I do appreciate your time today. And good selling.